Okay, so I'm turning my camera on and I'm going to take some pictures of these tulips. It's kind of a rainy day, or it rained this morning. It's a little overcast, so I'm going to I've got my camera on manual and I'm going to set my, I want this to be fuzzy behind the tulips. So I'm going to choose a shot to have a shallow depth of field. And I'm going to set my aperture to the widest open I can make it, which with this lens is a 2.8. And I've got my ISO set to 400. And let's see, I'm going to put my shutter speed to 1/60th of a second. Let's see what the meter tells me. It tells me I'm 3 stops overexposed, so it's very, very bright. So that's not good enough. And then with my camera, I'm seeing the dots all the way to the right, so it's telling me it's overexposed and it's exposed. And it's also showing me that I'm +3, so it's giving me a numeric representation. So that means I need to get rid of some light. And to do that, since I want to keep my f-stop or my aperture at 2.8, I could reduce my ISO, so let me do that. In my camera, I press the OK button and that brings up the quick screen, and I'm going to dial that down to 200, which is really the lowest recommended on my camera. And now it's telling me I'm 2 stops overexposed, 2.3, so 2 1/3. So I'm going to increase my shutter speed by 2 stops. So I was at 60, so 1 2 3 gives me 125, and 1 2 3 clicks again gives me 250. So I've increased my shutter speed by 2 stops, bringing it to 1/250th of a second, and it's showing me I'm 1/3 of a stop overexposed. And also, all right, so I'm going to click it one time, and now the meter index is showing 0 and that it is a correct exposure. So I'm going to take that shot, and it's decent, but I know from experience that foliage, when there's a lot of greenery, if I underexpose by a stop, it typically will make it look a little richer, a little more contrast in the image. So I'm going to purposely go back down 3 clicks to the right to remove light, and that will be 1 stop underexposed, and the meter is showing me a -1. So I take that shot, I go to the preview button, I look at that image and the one before it. It's darker and I think a nicer image. So if you like bright images, go with the correct exposure. If you like a little underexposed, then underexposed by a stop when you're shooting greenery.